Hello and welcome back to another guide. After making guides on the hardest stuff in this ring, I feel like we should do something easier. We're going to be doing one of my favorite towers in this ring. It is Tower of Constantly Shrinking Exterior. It is so cool and it's pretty creative too. It does have a white star, I don't know what that star is, but it means that it's good. And it is really good. This ring is a really good ring. So you find it in the beginner section of towers. We're only going to be doing 2 guides over here, well 3 over in this direction. It's made by Yellow Markers 2 and it deserves whatever star that is. Yeah, let's enter it. So the whole kind of gimmick of this tower is, it's in the name. The exterior frame of it is shrinking and it gets smaller and smaller, except for the final floor is bigger. Floor 1's very easy, well most of this tower is, but floor 1 is especially easy and it just introduces you to some of the stuff in the tower. So there's these weird spinners that have spinners around them, and then there's these conveyors. Just keep jumping on this one so you do not get pushed off. And the main mechanic of this tower is bouncy things. Just stand near the wall and go under it right as it bounces and you will not be flung. There's another section to that where you can be flung super far. There's a bouncy pad right there. You can just go straight to here. Keep walking straight to this cylinder. Actually no, you can stand still, but as soon as you go sideways, keep walking into the cylinder and then just jump sideways. Go sideways here, jump over here, and there's another bouncy part. This time you actually have to time it so you do not touch the floor. The floor will teleport you back here. Do you want to just wait until it bounces on the ground and then jump as soon as you cannot see it on the floor? There's just some very simple purist gameplay here, except for this part. You do want to go right to the edge and just try to jump further to the side. Go up here. The kill brick wouldn't deal too much damage. Now press this button and then you can go back over to this cube where you can just jump up there and over here. And that's almost floor 1 done. This is the last part of it. Do not touch these elevators. They probably will push you off. It's not that hard though. It's pretty easy. And now we're at floor 2. Look, it's a little bit smaller by 5 studs. It gets tiny at the last floor. There's just some very easy wraps here. Jump up to this part and be slow at this section here. You need to press this one button here. There will be bouncy platforms. If you do fall in here, you'll be teleported back to the box that you just saw near the platform. The easiest way that I have found is just to rush it. For whatever reason, it just works. And if you do not make it, then there's no punishment to failing. So just rush it and hope you make. Most of the time you will, for whatever reason. What I love. And then there's this cool, tricky client object. So you just want to follow the button. If the platform is even slightly away from here, then the bullet cannot spawn. So make sure it's all the way back, and as soon as you see the bullet spawn, just follow it. It's pretty easy. Here, and now spawn these. These are smaller bouncing platforms. Just keep jumping on them and you will be completely fine. Go around here. These are elevators. You can just wait or you can just go backwards just for a little bit of speed. This is a huge mechanic of it. These button platforms, all they are is just falling platforms. And how did I fail that? There we go. Okay, make sure to climb the ladder and not look at it and fall. Another thing about these button platforms is once they deactivate, they can give you a small lag spike, what can stuff you up. It has happened to me. But there's some very easy purist gameplay here. There is a floor focused on it. I just forgot which floor that was. There's a truss back here. There's some hidden trusses and everything. Go around here to this conveyor. You do not need to jump or anything. Just stand still or walk forward. Now you can spawn this bouncy platform where you literally can just walk through everything. You can avoid most of the kill brick damage if you want, but you won't die. There's another button platform. Every single platform that has no texture or is the plastic texture is a button platform. So just jump to these platforms, and that's another button platform as it's a smooth texture. Now there's the only instance of these platforms in the entire tower. It introduces them and never uses them again. Those bullets do deal damage, so watch out and just turn it as soon as you see a bullet in the middle square. And now we can go up, and this is the floor that I was talking about. And it does focus more on gameplay. It's really easy though. I find this is one of the easiest floors. So it's just there's a bunch of tilted objects, because Yellow Markers really likes orienting objects. I've seen his tower. There we go, that was a dumb fall. Just walk to the middle of the cylinder, like walk into the wall there and you will be fine. Here, that jump might be a little bit tricky if you're just getting into obbying, but don't really worry about that kill brick. I have no clue how I took 0 damage. This is a big wraparound. You don't really need to line it up as it's not that tight. That is a kill brick. Do not die from it. Okay, now this. You actually do need to worry about health here, because it does seem pretty easy to die. Now just stand normally on that. And now just some more very simple gameplay. Hopefully to the next floor. And there we go. This floor's a little spooky, because it has some tricky stuff in it. But first of all, press that button and then go around here. There's that wraparound right there. Go up here. Jump on this spinner. Walk off. It's literally not that difficult. Make sure to jump to the very corner of there. Otherwise, you'll hit your head. And this is where you can get flung. So as soon as it's down, just walk up against it. And then just keep walking, and you'll be okay. More button platforms, yay! This one goes back quite quickly, so you do want to go very quickly on it. You can take as many button jumps as you want on it, or you can just skip jumps like I did. If an object is ever tilted, make sure to keep walking up against it, otherwise you might fall. There's this box part, you won't be able to collide with the inlets, but the box can. So just guide the box through the maze, make sure to align the box if it doesn't fit through any gaps. Try not to force the box through any spinning or client object based gaps, otherwise it might become dislodged and you might fall because of that. And now there's this. I was confused at this for no reason. This button spawns a box, this deactivates this button right here, but this one spawns a box over here. This is a turret. You want to push this box and block the bullet, like that. And now just go away from it, make sure that the bullet is blocked, and once you have ensured that the bullet has been blocked, you can jump on it. Now let's jump on this conveyor. You might want to use the momentum from that conveyor to jump to that platform. And halfway, floor 5, let's go. Just wait for the elevator to go that direction, and then buy yourself in that direction. Now, there's some very simple gameplay. There's this wacky box push, where you just gotta push it over there. It's not that much different from a normal one. Now remember, just keep jumping on here, except for the last part, what is right here. You do not want to keep jumping, and if you're motion sick, maybe this isn't the best tower. But this is literally a normal kill brick. For whatever reason, Nomra's glitched me off, but there's no issues with that. It's pretty easy. You just gotta push this one like over here. This does retract very fast, so just jump once and then jump off. The box is affected by gravity, so keep that in mind. It will fall once you step on the button. Now there's this. Go on to whatever piece you want, press the button, and then jump on whatever piece you want again. Wait until it has rotated, jump to this newly spawned piece. There's a truss here, make sure to face it and just move forward and you will climb it. Walk slowly here so you do not fall. This is floor 6, I think. So now jump upwards and over to here. This part is a very funky section. What you want to do is you want to push the coloured bowl onto the coloured button. It's the same bowl, same button. And then move away from the middle. You do not want the bowl to land on you. Otherwise, you could accidentally push it into a different square and then you'll have to restart it. So just do that. And then this last green one will activate a little platform right there. Pressing this button again will deactivate all 4 of these buttons. So if you do fall, do not press it. Over here, where there's this bouncy part, the actual easiest way is to time your jumps. You want to time it right when it's falling. you want to jump whenever it's going down. Hopefully that makes sense. There's some very easy gameplay there. There's another button part there. You can be cool and you can just skip it like that. Now there's this timed button. Watch where I go, because this can be very tight. I had no idea where to go, and I made it by about 1 second. Here, now you want to jump to that wall, make it disappear, and jump across. There's this weird X pushing part. You can go really quickly and you'll be fine. That's what I like doing. Now, with this one button, it's very weird. So you don't want to jump. But yeah, you can just stand this conveyor and you'll be okay, because you'll be caught by a ledge. And now you want to go pretty quickly, because that button spawns a wall there that I almost got pushed off of. Jump on that one big button. You want to fall on that one and then move on the second one. There's this conveyor, you can just follow it. Now this platform isn't like a moving platform, but it does move. It just moves with no delay. And now you're on this floor, what I think is like floor 7 or something. These inlets are can collide false to players, so it just reveals wherever stuff is. It's pretty easy. You can just jump where I'm at if you're unsure. Press that one button and then jump across. And there's a triple layer of buttons. Once you get to the third button here, just jump back if you cannot make the jump. And you'll be shot by 2 elevators right here, where you have to go on this over to this cool bowl, where you can just do it normally, or you can be cool and do this skip that I found. Never mind. I literally am so bad at high jumping. How? Oh my god, yes! That's the skip. It's not worth doing. Don't do it. I got that X pusher, and now, if you're bored of the tower, you can play some mini golf. You just need to hit the ball, see if you can get a hole in one. I definitely cannot. Now we are at floor 9. What's awesome, these last 2 floors are pretty short, despite floor 10 being massive. If you do fall in these kill bricks, you'll be teleported back here. So yeah, this is another thing where you want to keep jumping. You want to step on this button and then move forward to stand on that platform, what will carry you. Now there's this wedge. Press this button and then go across. It's not that tight, you don't need to rush like me. I still had like 7 seconds left. If you're feeling cool, you can wall hop skip around here, but you'll probably get kicked. And if you're not feeling cool, you can just do it normally, and I'm not feeling cool today. You can go across. This entire part's spinning, so just keep that in mind, because the spin can distort your jump a little bit. It can make it either slower or faster. There we go. The easiest way is getting out of shift lock and then climbing that ladder. Try not to get pushed off by the wall. It's not that quickly. You can take even more time than I did. Only jump to that button whenever you feel safe to. Now there's these beat blocks where you can just take your time if you're not feeling great with them. There's that incredibly hard wrap right there, so make sure to watch out. And there's this platform where you want to jump on it and then speed run these button parts. You don't need to do it fast, but you just need to do like not super slow. I'm doing it slow. Oops. Once you jump on the buttons, they will still be can collide true, so just stand on them and then jump back to the platform. Over here, this X pusher where you get another button, but you can skip that section. There's another mini golf part where if you're having trouble, or what I like doing is just jumping at the very edge right there, and that will give enough speed to make it. And now putting it in the spinny machine. It spawns a platform over here. What was that? Last floor. And the last floor, since the exterior is way too small, Yellow Mark has decided that there's going to be a big loop. And there's going to be a massive spinner, a massive sickle spinner. And because of the sickle, it's better to go further inside the block than outside to take less damage. Okay, so to start off, jump to this one truss, and if you do fall into the kill bricks, you'll be teleported back to the start of floor 9, what is down at those elevators where my mouse is. Okay, now jump to this one cylinder ladder. It's pretty simple gameplay. Go inside this if you want to take less damage. And now jump on here, it'll activate a button where you'll just have to jump over the kill bricks. Actually, I'm getting slightly low, so I should be careful. You can heal up here if you're very low. There's this little puzzle what is above the spinner so you can heal. Press this button to spawn the bowl. Press this button and then press this immediately after, and you'll have a bowl right here that you can jump right up on. Again, this is higher. This other part might make you low in health, so I would recommend just either going quickly or trying your best to avoid. Now there's part 2, where you can literally just easily do it like that. That was really easy, wasn't it? It's not that hard anyway, just know that if you're jumping against it, then you're going to be fast, and if you're jumping for it, then it'll be slower. And there's just some really easy gameplay. I have no clue where you get teleported if you fall, probably at the start of floor 9, but I'm not gonna test it. It's pretty easy and you should not fall. Now you'll be shot down here. Do not jump, because you might accidentally be flung off. You get a nice mini model right here and a nicer view of the tower. It looks so cool. Yeah, it's one of my favorite towers and I enjoyed it. It's, I think, my first tower I have ever beaten in this ring. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the guide, because I enjoyed making it. And I'll see you in another video.